everyone, this is Kathy, and welcome back to another episode in This is Kathy's Life. And this is Kathy's life at the VA hospital parking lot again. Um, Joe has a doctor's appointment, and we left 45 minutes ahead of time to get down here. And it is so jam-packed. They were doing some kind of work on I-95, and so the traffic that usually goes 55, supposedly more like 65, was going 20. Took us so long to get down here. But I got him here 6 minutes before his appointment. And so then I just dropped him off at the front door, and I said, I'll meet you in there. Well, I have driven this whole parking lot, and there's 3 levels, 3 levels and outside, and there was nothing at all near the elevators, nothing in the handicap part, and I just can't walk that far. So I tried to call Joe, but he has his phone off. So I left a message saying that I parked and it's not anywhere near the elevators, but I found a parking place, and I'm just going to stay here for about half an hour and then drive around again and see if I can find something closer. I hope he listened to his messages and he figures out, or else he's going to be really worried about me. But that's all I can do. What can I do? I'll be fine down here. There's lots of traffic right now. Let me turn you around and show you what I'm looking out the window. And this is it, University of Pennsylvania Hospital. I'm looking at all these bare branch trees and thinking, it won't be long now till they're all full of leaves. But you can see, let me see if I can zoom in a little. Up there it says Penn Medicine, and that's what the University of Pennsylvania Hospital's under, Penn Medicine. So thank you for your feedback on my question about how I could change my channel to get more views. And you're saying to me that you want more videos. I don't know if you realize I do 3 a week. I do my Sunday praise, and then I do one on Tuesday and one on Friday. It's a lot of work to put these together, and I don't know how people do it every day. Some people do, because I know when I was doing my Vlogmas, I was like, oh, do I have to do this again? Because it takes about 2 hours just to edit each one of these. But I am going to do my darndest. Maybe I can do 4 a week, so I can give you a little something else to look at. And I got to figure out what to give you to look at. Well, one thing that I want to do. Oh, why do I always get an itchy nose when I'm talking to you? Oh my goodness. But anyway, one of the things that I wanted to talk about was what I'm reading. This month, I have been reading this one book all month. It's a long book, and I'm not finished it yet. I'm close to the end, but it's not finished. It's called Christmas with the Queen, and it has 2 authors, and I do not have it with me, so I can't tell you who they are, but I'll give you a better review next month when I actually finish it. But when I bought it, it said Queen Elizabeth the second becomes queen in 1952, and then she spends the next Christmases and here and with her family, and she does her Christmas broadcast, and it's the story of a chef and a lady who works for the BBC and is trying to work her way up, but in 1950s it's not that easy for a woman to work her way up. I thought it was going to be about the Queen, and the Queen is in it some, and Prince Philip is in it some, but really it's about these two people, um, their relationship, their friendship, um, how they meet up after not having seen each other for years. About it's no secret the book's about this. I'm not giving anything away. Uh, the chef was married to a woman who got killed in a car accident, and how he's recovering from his sadness, how his friendship with this woman helps him. I thought it was going to be boring when I first saw that it wasn't about the Queen, but it is so fascinating. I cannot put this thing down. I read it whenever I can. It's just a great, great story, and I will tell you more about it. When I get home, I will put a picture of the cover in here or at the end. Now I'll insert it in here. I'll take a break and insert it in here so you can see the book I'm talking about. But if you want a really good book, this is it. I'm surprised because, like I said, it's not what I expected. I didn't think I would like it, but it is wonderful, and I hope you would like it too. Do any of you use Libby? That's the program that libraries will download books to your computer or your Kindle, and you can read them for free. Of course, after 3 weeks, they disappear. But I'm thinking about looking into that because I could get books from the Free Library of Philadelphia for free instead of having to buy them all the time. And I think that might really work for me. It's so difficult for me to get to the library these days. But I think that using Libby would be a great idea. So I have to find out how that works. Well, it's been a half hour, so I'm going to take another drive around and see if I can find a parking place. I might lose this one, but it's worth a shot. I finally found a spot all the way down in the basement. But it's a handicap spot. It's close to the door, so I'll get my walker out of the back seat and see what I can do about finding Joe. If I can turn off the camera. Well, I am not in the VA hospital anymore. I finally was able to find something, as you saw, and went in, and we were in there about an hour, hour and a half, and we have had the worst drive, and we're not even home. There have been accidents, there's been traffic jams, cops all over, getting on to 95 from West Philadelphia was a nightmare. Once we were on 95, we just sat there. Nobody was moving because there was a huge accident. Finally got off of 95 onto the neighborhood streets. Another huge accident. People cutting me off. It has been horrible. But now we are at Lidl and picking up just a couple of things. I have pork chops thawing for dinner, and The other week I made smothered pork chops and Joe loved them. So we're getting the stuff that I can do that again tonight. And when I get home, I will show you how I do that. It's so easy. You won't even need a recipe. You do it once and you'll know how to do it. Okay, so I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, I'm back home and I'm about to start dinner. I'll show you what you need to make these delicious smothered pork chops. You need pork chops, of course, and these are boneless pork chops, and you can see they're kind of thick, which is the best kind. I have breadcrumbs. These are seasoned breadcrumbs, but you can use regular, it doesn't matter. 1 egg. I have a can of diced tomatoes. I used a large can last time and it was a little bit too much for us, but use any size that is going to be good for your family. We got the smaller can today. I have Italian seasoning, but you can use anything. You can use basil, you can use oregano, anything that you like in the way of herbs, put into this. We happen to like Italian seasoning, and salt and pepper. I've beaten the egg in this bowl, and I have some breadcrumbs on this plate. And now I'm going to take the pork chops, put them in the egg, put them in the breadcrumbs and coat them with the breadcrumbs. And then we'll take them over to the stove and the frying pan. I have some olive oil here in the pan, and I'm just going to add the pork chops and let them brown on both sides. We want to make sure they're cooked through. And I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, now I'm going to pour the tomatoes in, and it is going to spatter. And we're going to smother these pork chops in the tomatoes. And now add your seasonings, your salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning, and mix it all up. Let it cook a few minutes, and you're ready to serve. And here we are, smothered pork chops and green beans on the side with a glass of lemonade. So that's it for today, and I hope you'll come back next time. I'll see you later. Bye.